day, LeBeau. Welcome back to the Fourth Revolution. We talk about stocks for your portfolio of the future. Today we're getting a breakout in the broader indexes as well as some high growth tech booms in the wake of Jerome Powell's market relieving monetary clarity, saying that this economy can handle the aggressive rate hikes that he's proposing and the markets say is necessary for us to control this 40-year high pace of inflation. And we're getting a big bid in the recently discounted innovation sectors as well as just the broader based market as we see some key technical levels being broken through today. So let's take a look at those breakouts and take a look at the opportunities in some key stocks.
After a few-week period in correction territory, the S&P 500 is now ripping higher after some monetary confirmation from Jerome Powell and the FOMC, which is now pricing in, or projecting, should I say, 7 rate hikes, and that immediately put in an 8 to 9 rate hike projection for the rest of the markets, which is what the credit markets are looking at right now. But it provided us with some relief, some monetary relief, with the clarity that now allows investors to model the interest rate projections going forward in 2022. So this created a nearly 10% rally. I think this is 9% off the bottom here of these lows, and this is the S&P 500 Owanda 24/5 trading, should I say? So it trades 24 hours, 5 days a week. And this thing broke out above its 200-day, and this is a huge bullish confirmation sign as we're leaving this death cross, which came in the beginning, or should I say, right around March 11th. And this has been an indicator in the past of more longer-term bearish sentiment. But as of late in this hyper-speed market, it's actually been an indicator of the bottom. And we can see that came in near the bottom here, which was around March 15th. But sweet words of economic expansion in the face of aggressive rate hikes has continued to drive up the S&P 500, and the Nasdaq 100 is driven up even faster and further, with this thing up over 10% since last week's lows, which were on Monday, the end of Monday's session. And then obviously Jerome Powell here was able to continue to drive this up with his words, like I said, of continued economic expansion while raising interest rates. And his confidence in this has put a bottom in high growth tech, which has been hugely compressed since the beginning of the year. You can see the Nasdaq 100 was down significantly from the levels we saw at the beginning of the year, and now we are breaking back out, and it's time to look at some well-positioned stocks in this stock pickers market. So let's take a look at Lam Research. This is my favorite chip stock right now. It is a play on the expansion of capacity in chips, and chips have kind of hit a shortage globally, with supply chain bottlenecks causing prices to spike, key industries to be unable to receive these backbone technological chips. And Lam Research is a capital equipment company that allows for the world to increase its chip production capacity. And we're looking at price targets around $700 to $900 a share, trading at $550 here. So the upside is tremendous for this player that has had kind of an unduly sell-off since the year began. And that's the same with all chips. I'm very bullish on the chip market right now, as it's showing itself as a secular play opposed to the cyclical the cyclical sector that investors had categorized it in years past. Jabil, this is a manufacturer of the future with a diverse set of partners that it helps manufacture for. Its third-party manufacturing expertise are best in class. And after this blowout earnings report that shows strong long-term growth, another secular play into this fourth industrial revolution, we're looking at price targets between $75 and $90 a share. Next stock I want to talk about is going to be CrowdStrike, and this is a leader in cybersecurity. And the CEO actually came on CNBC the other day saying that cybersecurity has never been more of a threat, and it's continuing to mount as more and more endpoints expose themselves in this digitalizing mobile world that we live in today. And CrowdStrike, like I said, is a best-in-class AI-driven cloud computing, cybersecurity company that is going to be a leader in this space, and it's kind of solidified itself as that, with a profitable bottom line and a top-line expansion that is unmatchable in this business. Last one I want to talk about is going to be Nova, and Cameco. Both of these plays are on the future of energy, Cameco being the top largest publicly traded uranium producer in the world. And we're getting a huge bid in this as energy prices spiking with oil above $100 a barrel and energy independence being more important than ever with obviously the global pricing pressures of fossil fuels going through the roof. So take a look at that. I also want to look at Riot. This is the last one I'm going to pitch here. And this is a play on Bitcoin. This is one of the largest Bitcoin miners in the US and has just been breaking out in the last week or so as, it produces a better than expected earnings last week and is leveraged to Bitcoin, which is actually seeing a breakout of its own as the dollar declines. And Bitcoin has become more and more attached to the dollar as far as an inverse correlation goes compared to the high correlation it had with tech in previous years. So, institutions are treating this like the currency it really is. And its usability as a reserve currency has never been larger, especially after the massive, egregious devaluation of the ruble. I'm not saying it wasn't justified with the sanctions, but the fact that a fiat currency can fall that quickly, that fast, just because of government interactions and sanctions is kind of a scary thought. And it shows the fallibility of fiat currencies, which is why we're getting a bid in Bitcoin and why Riot is a great play right now. We're looking at price targets between $45 and $50 a share.
Stock picking is going to be crucial in this 2022 market, where I expect to see the indexes consolidate and the best position equities to take flight after this short period of valuation compression, as earnings become the most important thing moving forward here, as the quarterly results will be the key drivers as well as outlooks. So look for secular growth stocks with strong bottom lines and profitable secular outlay for the future. And the 4 or 5 stocks that I just outlined are really well positioned for this new economy. Don't forget to check out Zacks.com for the latest promotion, which helps you find those #1 stocks in the stock pickers market. Thanks for watching, guys, and look forward to speaking to you guys next time.